very warm welcome to our viewers. Today I bring to you Cybercrimes Part 2. I am Sushila Ram Varma, Chief Consultant at the Indian Lawyer and Allied Services. Today we deal with the remedies available against cybercrimes. If you are a victim of a cybercrime, you have the option of connecting with the helpline, which is a Government of India initiative through the Ministry of Home Affairs. It is called Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, and there is a portal called National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. All you have to do is call on the number 1930 and lodge a complaint. In the process of lodging a complaint, you have to give details such as your name, your other details, and the manner in which you have become a victim of a cybercrime. All hope is not lost for the victims of a cyber fraud. There is a complaint center which is called the National Cyber Crime Reporting Portal. Victims have to go to that portal and upload the details of the incidents and other details that are required to be reported. After this, the authorities concerned with the cyber portal will make the investigations and give the necessary relief that is required by the victim. If the authorities fail to resolve the issue, by authorities I mean the police, then one has the option of contacting the Superintendent of Police under section 154(3) of the Code of Criminal Procedure. If this also fails, one can always approach the magistrate under 156(3), lodging a complaint directly before the magistrate. All victims must keep in mind that any case to be won has to be supported by evidence in a court of law. Hence, I would ask all such victims to be very careful about preserving the evidence that they have. I know that there will be a sense of panic the minute there is a cyber fraud, but please be vigilant and please keep the following evidence ready and available as and when the investigating officer requires it. The law that is relevant in case of cyber frauds is primarily the Information Technology Act 2000. This act is a recent act and has penalties and prosecution. By prosecution I mean that all such cyber frauds will be treated as a criminal offence and will be decided by a criminal court. The Information Technology Act 2000 has such stringent clauses that if a person who is perpetuating a cyber fraud becomes aware of the stringency of the penalties as well as the punishment, they would be wary of committing such cyber frauds. The following slides will give an indication as to what are the kinds of frauds and what are the kinds of penalties and punishments that are involved in such cyber crimes. Other than the Information Technology Act, we also have the criminal laws which will be applicable to cyber frauds. These namely would be the Indian Penal Code, which sets out all the punishments for different types of offences. To name a few, I would like to now discuss three very important cases in cyber frauds. The first is what is known as the Cosmos Bank malware attack. This is an event that happened on August 14, 2018, where Cosmos Cooperative Bank was hacked and unidentified attackers were able to siphon off 94.2 crores through ATMs and online transfers within 7 hours. The attackers used a malware to break into the bank's payment system and clone debit cards. Ultimately, the network breach allowed them to fraudulently approve transactions that they made using cloned cards. Recently, 11 accused were convicted of the cyber scam by a district court in Pune. Probably one of the biggest cyber frauds that have been committed in India is the Unique Identification Authority of India, that is the Aadhaar software, that was hacked. In 2018, there was a massive data breach of personal records of 1.1 billion Indian Aadhaar card holders. This data that leaked included the Aadhaar, the PAN and the mobile numbers and personal information, which even included IFSC codes of the individual card holders. The details and records were then sold across the globe to multiple organizations who obviously have tried to misuse this information. In fact, today the level at which cyber frauds have hit India is probably because many of these records have been sold to such cyber fraudsters. In a very recent case that involved a top management executive of Infosys that was reported in December 2023, the executive was made a victim of such a cyber fraud by people who were posing as officials from the Telecom Regulatory Authority as well as the police, and they were accusing him of having gotten involved in money laundering. They convinced him to pay 3.7 crores, which he did transfer online, only to realize that he was being cheated. He thereafter went to the Mumbai police and reported the matter. The matter is obviously still pending at the level of the police. The world's biggest cyber fraud is what is known as the 2017 WannaCry ransomware cyber attack. This was a global epidemic that took place in May 2017. This ransomware attack spread through computers that were operating on Microsoft Windows. Victims' files and other important information was held hostage, and there was a demand for ransom which included bitcoins. The WannaCry ransomware attack hit around 230,000 computers globally. Victims who did not pay ransom were threatened that their files and other information would be deleted permanently. This particular cyber fraud cost billions of dollars to the world economy. Our videos on legal tips is aimed at providing basic legal knowledge to all and sundry. We request you to please like and share this video. We further request you to subscribe to our channel so that we are encouraged to make more such videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to mention it in the link below, and we shall definitely answer your queries on one of the episodes. Thank you.